So yeah, I'm looking for white wool because I have 2 white wools and a grey wool, and I assumed that I could use sort of any wool to make a bed, and I don't think I can. So I'm looking for a white sheep before it gets dark, so that I can sleep through the night. And I don't know. I mean, I'm probably going to just be doing resource gathering anyway. Right. Where was I? Yeah, interesting. I find rather than submitting you guys to me running around like a chook, I thought I'd talk about some who I am, why I'm here. As I said, still relatively new to streaming. I think I've done about 7 streams total, so it's all new to me, and I'm trying to figure it out as I go along. But yeah, I find that interesting sort of change in the way that we consume our media and stuff at the moment. Everything seems to be free or relatively free. Like even Netflix, when you put it into the perspective of when I was younger and you had to sort of rent a video or a movie to watch it. Yes, it is relatively new channel. Like I said, I've probably been going for, I want to say a month or so. This is my first night doing Minecraft. I was doing League of Legends and some COD prior to that, not because I'm any good at it. I am probably the worst gamer that you'll see on Twitch, but they just happen to be what I'm sort of into at the moment. So I was playing them, but I tended to stare at the screen and not talk to anyone or say anything because I was so enwrapped in not dying and trying to figure out how to stay alive that it ended up probably being less entertaining than I would have liked. 100 followers on Twitch, that's awesome. I will figure out a way to maybe after the stream find you and follow you and watch. I definitely like to watch people and see how they do. Obviously, that's the best way to learn. If you've got to follow 100 followers, it sounds like you're obviously doing something right. So I will definitely try to find some time to jump in and watch what you're doing. What do you play? Is it Minecraft? Yeah, it is. Like I said, it's, I guess, an opportunity to talk rather than stare at a screen and and not really say anything. Especially with, like I said, with my reflexes, I've really got to concentrate to play games like COD and League of Legends. So. But I do appreciate you stopping in and having a chat and saying hi. And I will, like I said, follow you and maybe even watch if you do go live, because especially to learn how to play this Minecraft game again, because this is it Valhelsia, Val something is the mod pack that I'm playing, and it's all very much French to me. Like even making the I've never heard of bismuth before, whatever that is, and even making all the tools and stuff is relatively new to me. So if anyone has any tips, by all means. Look, you can just repair it like that. Good. And down the bottom of here is the worst place in the world. Oh, that's right. I wanted to make a bed before I went into the worst place in the world. But I still can't find white wool. Maybe I should just risk it. And now that I've got my tower to getting lost, maybe if I spawn back at the start, I can find my way back. Well, that's, I guess, why, first of all, the lockdown has meant that we haven't really had much of a chance to interact with people in our normal everyday lives as we... I'm not real sure. I'm assuming you guys... Well, I don't know why I would assume that, but are you guys... Where are you guys from? I was going to say I assume you guys are from Australia because it's sort of our prime time-ish, I guess. But I guess most places in the world are on a lockdown at the moment. But yeah, just, obviously the lockdown, I think, has taken away some of that social interaction side of things that makes life worth living. So I think being able to chat to people, especially getting to know new people and meet new people that are interested in gaming and stuff, is obviously a good chance to... Twitch offers people a good chance to do that sort of stuff. So I know that I'm just walking up and down these stairs too. Oh, Canada, awesome. I love Canadian people and the country. Some of my very good friends are from Labrador, which I find amazing. Newfoundland, I think it is. Just the name of that province. I think you call them provinces, don't you? I'm in love with... I feel like Canadians are probably the closest to Australians. Oh, wow, that's... well, 6:35. I've got 2 young kids, so 6:35 is about right for me. That's about when I when I usually wake up in the morning, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, I find that Canadian people tend to be the most similar to Australians in terms of sense of humour and stuff. I don't know if that's the whole being part of the Commonwealth. Yeah, I'm not that. But I feel like you guys have very similar. Aussies tend to be very laid back and relaxed, and I feel like Canadians tend to fall somewhere along that path as well. So I'm just going to res this and see what happens, because all I'm doing is running up and down the stairs, and it seems. Have a look at this. My God. Oh. I immediately regret my decision. All right. Just chill out. Oh, I didn't want you to come up here. Who would invent this? Oh, God. Run away. Horrible. Maybe I'll just start a little side mining expedition and we just close that off forever. What are they, old dwarven? I used to, so I could be I could be being presumptuous here, but I feel like most people from other countries have heard of Bondi Beach before, being sort of one of our more famous beaches, and obviously there's a lot of TV shows and stuff about Bondi. I grew up more or less in Bondi, so I used to do a bit of surfing when I was younger. Funnily enough, I grew up playing American football, of all things, an Australian playing American football. So once I sort of started doing that, the whole surfing thing probably took up too much of my time, and it also became, I guess, I mean, I loved it, loved every minute of it, and I did enjoy the fact that I live next to one of our most famous beaches. But yeah, it's surfing is definitely a. I mean, I think that's one of the things that as Australians we're struggling with at the moment. A lot of our beaches are in lockdown, obviously with the whole social distancing thing for COVID. So I think a lot of Australians have spent a fair bit of their life surfing. Obviously, we're surrounded by water, being an island nation. And I think for a lot of people, the ability to not be able to go to the beach, I mean, it's a bit of a status thing too, if I'm perfectly honest. If the people that in Sydney or New South Wales, where I'm from, the East Coast is where the water is, and anything along the sort of East Coast, you tend to be paying a premium for living at. So I think a lot of people are upset that they live on the beach and they literally can't go across. Well, enjoy your breakfast. I appreciate the chat. Thank you for stopping by. As I said, I will, once the chat's finished, I will hopefully remember your name, and I'll definitely remember Orbitals, and I'll follow you, and I'll have a look at any of your VODs and stuff, and I'll definitely give it a look. And I appreciate the chat. Thank you for stopping by. Right. Where was I? I was talking about video games. Yeah, so obviously I started with the whole PC video games. And then, so I used to play back in the days of dial-up, which wasn't that long ago in Australia, to be perfectly honest. We're still struggling in terms of our internet speed and what have you. But some of the games that I used to play back in the days of dial-up, that were online, you literally, so Ultima Online was an example where you take 2 steps and then it would load for a good 30 seconds or so before it came back. So it's definitely been a journey of discovery playing video games. So started out with PC gaming, doing all that sort of stuff, and then sort of moved on to Nintendo and then PlayStation. I think Doom was one of the first multiplayer games I played. The first time that we really sort of, what are we at here, 4:30? First time that we really sort of experimented with playing with more than one player in a game, which was obviously exciting. And then we had Quake and all those sort of games, which if you are young, this is probably all French to you and you probably never played any of these games. I don't know, retro games, I think. But yeah, very... they were the evolution of gaming has been pretty phenomenal, to the point now where they're releasing games that we would never have dreamed of 20 years ago. 5 a.m. Is that too early to go sheep hunting? I don't know. Yeah, so it's yeah, they release these games for free now, which sort of boggles my mind, to be perfectly honest. So I'm very impressed with how social media and gaming has sort of changed the way that we live and interact with each other in society, which it's and I mean Minecraft's another one. I think I paid $15 for it or something back in the day, and it's now very much something that I've put a lot of hours into and something that I've spent a lot of time playing. So it sort of amazes me how we got to this point and how we are now in a state where not only can you play with some of your good friends online, and play any number of games in a multiplayer setting against people online with sort of lossless. I think the fact that internet speed is what it is. But let's just have a look at the mini map. Maybe I should like screenshot it. No, so if I'm having a look at the mini map, there's like an open patch there and the white thing there. All right, I'm sure I'll be able to find my way back. Famous last words. But I need this wool. I've got to go in search of this wool. We need to be able to make a bed so that... Did someone just shoot at me? Hey! Oh, God, I'm missing. Just relax there, would you, fella? Yeah, not only are we at a point now where we can play pretty much any game with lossless, with instant connection with people, which was absolutely unheard of, but you can now play it on a platform in front of, I want to say 2 or 3 people, but I'm sure there's streamers out there that are doing it for thousands. And enjoy the experience not only by yourself, but with a whole bunch of other people. So it's, look, while the lockdown has obviously been taxing on a lot of people, and if you're the extrovert type and if you're the type that absolutely needs to be surrounded by people, I can completely understand what hell it is. But I also think that we live in such a wondrous time. Here I am, really talking again instead of finding sheep. I also feel like we live in such a wondrous time that we, as I said, we can now connect with people like we never have before. And I found some coal. Good times. And play video games with people and talk to people from Canada at 6:30 in their morning. And it's a wondrous world we live in. So if you are feeling a little bit down, and if you are, my daughter, who is 4 years old, said to me this morning that while she's very sad that the virus is stopping us from going outside and she can't see her friends at school, she also loves the fact that she gets to spend... Look at how dark and ominous this place is. What is this place? Malignant red plant block. Wow. Should we just avoid the malignant red plant? Yeah, so it's... she said, oh, chickens. Hello, chickens. I'll take some of your eggs, but I'm looking for any of your sheep friends that are hanging around the joint. Have you seen any? Yeah, it's... she said... while... Oh, is he white? Oh, it's a pig. Never mind. She said, while it's not fun for not being able to see my friends, while that is bad, the good part of it is that I get to spend all my time with my family. So I definitely, first of all, her growing up to be the positive person that she is obviously heartwarming, and I love every minute of it. But she, I guess, gave me a little bit of perspective that while we may be in a situation where times are tough, and I guess the other thing I love about it is that as a race, as a race of people, we're pulling together for the most part against something that could very much divide us apart. So I feel like we're there's some good to come out of this lockdown. Right. Sheep. We're looking for sheep. There's the white thing. Maybe I should have just bred those other sheep. I think I see a creeper ahead. I wish they showed up on the mini-map. Oh, I heard a pig. Why is that pig black? Why did I run under there and... Come here. Oh, I feel bad now. Sorry, piggy. I probably wasted more food trying to catch the pig than I will get for eating it. But I guess that's what surviving out in the wild would be like. You'd probably need to conserve your energy and not spend too much trying to hunt and stuff, because you could very much tire yourself out and not be able to, get to the point where the food's actually helping. Anyway, I digress. Well, so far we're struggling to find a white sheep, but we've managed to get tools and we've managed to set up a little hovel in the ground. We've managed to build the tower. Oh, look, here's some sugar cane, which is always good for stuff, or at least it used to be. I think from memory, the rain is because I haven't slept yet. So if we can sort out the whole bed thing, that would be great. There's more pigs. I don't really want to do this, sorry, piggy, but I can't find any sheep. Yeah, so we've managed to... oh, there's some cows. Build a monument to the stars for when I do get lost. I can hopefully find my way back. We've managed to build ourselves a little hovel, which I may never be able to find again because of my horrendous sense of direction. And we've managed to... Oh, 2 cows at once. We've managed to get just a little bit of ore and progress through our weapons. So all in all, I feel like it's been a relatively good... I mean, look at that. We're at the point where leaves are now falling in Minecraft. Is that just a modded thing, or does that happen in the actual thing as well? I don't know. I am completely lost again. I assume I need to head this way, but I'm really not enjoying the fact that I can't find another sheep, because I would really like to sleep and stop the rain, because the rain absolutely does my head in. Hey, hello boys. I will take you, and I will take maybe a couple more just in case. So I want to say, I don't know when they changed the combat mode in this, but I want to say somewhere around that time was the last time I played this. Ah, there it is. There it is, boys. The monument. I now know which direction I have to go. So I've got my wool. I've found the monument. I feel like we're in good shape here. I also got a chunk of meat there. I got some coal, which is going to help with torches. It was a good little trip out. Good little day out, I think, there. Now we get to go back into our hovel in the middle of the ground. I feel like maybe upgrading the sword might be a worthy use of our, whatever that ore was called. But I really hope that this whole game isn't, this whole mod pack isn't, whenever you go to a certain point underground, it's all just huge caverns like that. I'm hoping that's like a biomes of plenty thing. Yeah. Right, so what did I wonder, can you use like copper to make a sword out of? Yeah, you can. I wonder if it's going to be any better. I wonder if things do damage. Is this a thing? Where's a katana? Right, so a little pickaxe. What is that? Spear. Can you throw it? 3 attack damage. What does the sword do? Yeah, that does 3 attack damage. So it's going to do the same as the spear. What is this? Copper. 2 different types of copper. Is there like an auto sort? Ah, thank you. Now, why don't we dump all this stuff in? I wonder if I just make a copper one. Well, surely copper's got to be better than stone, right? Attack damage 3. Let's give it a go. We got a couple of copper lying around. So I'm wondering if this is like a... I wonder if this is like a get ore production thing happening as quick as possible, like most of the other mod packs I've played. I assume. I really want to make a road now that I got bitumen. What do you do with asphalt? Do you just make a road with it? An asphalt pressure plate. Right, what was I doing? Katana. 2 should be enough, right? Oh, is that not right? Was it 3, was it? I should probably do the old U thingy on it. Yeah, it's 3. Sorry about that, everyone. Well, I've still got some juice in the old furnace. Yeah, so, right, where were we? The plan. The plan is I'm going to get a better sword. I'm going to put down the bed. I'm going to empty out my stuff. And then I'm going to go downstairs and probably die. Because that place looks horrendous. But I'm hoping I can get sort of as many torches down as possible. Well, I've got 2, so I might need to make some more of those. Do I have sticks? Do I have logs? I've got nothing. What time is it? It's night time, so I can sleep at least. All right, let's do one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Concentrate, concentrate. A copper katana. There's a poor little stone blade just chilling out there. All right, you go in there. I'm going to need a new chest. What bed was next, right? Am I going to have... I saw a sort of fancy bed. I wonder if that's... is that how I made it? No. What's that? Bedroll. Does that mean you can sleep out in the wild? That's pretty cool. What happened to all my stuff? Oh, there it is. Oh, well, I'll just make a normal bed. Let's put it down. This looks like as good a place as any to sleep. There it is. Our first sleep in our new playthrough of Minecraft in however long it is. We've got a copper katana. Let's get out there. It stopped raining. Life is good, people. Life is good. I imagine this is what it'll be like when we first go outside after quarantine. We'll hear birds chirping just like you can hear them in the background here. It'll be a beautiful sunny day. I'll be lost because I have no sense of direction, so I'll leave my house. I'll look up at my monument. Maybe I should have some sort of ritual where I place a torch on the monument every time I leave the house. Anyway, and then I will go down and chop down a tree. Look at how quick that is. That's a lot quicker than the doing it by hand. Yeah, so I will... I imagine that this is what it'll be like. Lockdown. I'll be at the front of my house just chopping down the tree that's in the middle of the median strip, and the council will come around and say, mate, you can't just cut down a tree. What are you doing? I say, well, video games made me do it. I've been playing Minecraft in my lockdown time, and it's turned me into the tree cutting monster that I am. I'll probably initially go out and try to punch the tree. So I imagine that will involve some sort of trip to a doctor or something at some point with broken hands and stuff. But then once I realise that it's only in Minecraft that you can punch trees, I will probably then switch over to the axe and just start cutting down trees down in the neighbourhood, and then go mining for stone. Where would you even mine for stone in today's sort of society? I guess under the ground, anywhere in your backyard. I feel like if you dug too far, though, you'd hit pipes and underground rail networks and stuff, wouldn't you? I don't feel like this Minecraft business would work all that well. But if you had a nice rural property somewhere, I imagine you could... Now, this will help, right? Look, I've just cleared this up even more. Maybe I just need to build a giant house monument. Anyway, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. We've got our little monument to the heavens here, making sure that I can find my way back. We've got a bed. I was going to make some torches. So in here, let's start with 49 because I like that as a good sort of round number. Oh, I'm going to need another chest. That's cool. Look, you get 4 if you use. I just thought to myself that's not going to work because it's logs, not planks. Look, if this is if you've been playing this a lot and this is like Minecraft 101 noob stuff, I sincerely apologise. But as I said, it's been a while since I've played, so all right, we'll keep the torches, the raspberries, slate, cobblestone. We'll keep that just in case we need to, I don't know, build a wall. And I guess let's have a drink before we go. If you're wondering what the weird orange drink is, it's magnesium and vitamin C. So it's not like we're drinking gin and juice and pouring a sip out for all of our dead homies and stuff. It's really a old person drink and not at all exciting. So, but the magnesium helps with cramps and it can help with sleeping, I've been told. So, win-win. Look, here I am getting distracted again. Get down in there. What I'm really doing is procrastinating because I don't... What was that? Can you guys hear that? Or is that just me? Anyway, I'm procrastinating because I really don't want to go into this hole.